Carl Edward Sagan was born on November 9, 1934, in Brooklyn, New York, into a Jewish immigrant family. His father, Sam Sagan, was a garment worker. His mother, Rachel Molly Gruber, was a homemaker who loved art and knowledge. Though not wealthy, they always nurtured curiosity and encouraged their son to ask questions about the world around him. From a very young age, Carl was mesmerized by the night sky. When he was just 5, his parents took him to the 1939 World's Fair in New York, a life-changing experience. There, Carl first saw models of spacecraft, futuristic cities, and the concept of distant planets. For many children, it was just an outing. But for Carl, it was the spark of a boundless dream. His childhood was filled with books and imagination. He spent countless hours at the public library, immersed in astronomy, physics, and the possibility of extraterrestrial life. Big questions began forming in his young mind. Is the universe infinite? Are we alone in space? How can we talk to the stars? But unlike many who simply dream, Sagan was determined to find the answers and to tell those stories to humanity. Carl Sagan began his academic journey at the University of Chicago at just 16 years old, a young prodigy with limitless curiosity. There, he studied a wide range of subjects: physics, biology, astronomy, and chemistry. In 1960, he earned a PhD in astronomy and astrophysics. But for Sagan, a degree was not the destination, it was a launchpad to reach the stars. He quickly became a pioneer in astrobiology, a field still in its infancy at the time, focused on the possibility of life beyond Earth. While many scientists hesitated, Sagan boldly asked big questions. Are we alone in the universe? And if extraterrestrial life exists, how can we find them, and are they trying to find us? He didn't stop at theory. Sagan played a vital role as a senior scientific advisor in historic NASA missions. Mariner helped reveal the dense atmosphere of Venus and the dry surface of Mars. Voyager 1 and 2, the first probes to leave the solar system, carrying humanity's dream into deep space. Galileo sent back the first detailed images and data about Jupiter and its moons, opening a new chapter in our understanding of gas giants. But perhaps his most symbolic and humanistic contribution was sending humanity's greeting into space. Sagan initiated and designed messages intended for extraterrestrial civilizations. In case someone out there might find them, the golden plaque on Pioneer 10 and 11, engraved with figures of a man and woman, and the location of Earth in the galaxy. Most notably, the golden record on Voyager gold-plated phonograph disc containing sounds, classical music, greetings in 55 languages, human laughter, heartbeat, images of Earth, even the sound of waves. A cosmic postcard from Earth to the stars. Carl Sagan bridged science and human aspiration, turning cold numbers into emotional messages. To him, space exploration wasn't just about science. It was a spiritual journey of curiosity and hope. In 1980, when television was dominated by light entertainment, a science documentary series unexpectedly became a global phenomenon. Cosmos, A Personal Voyage. Created, written, and hosted by Carl Sagan, it became a landmark in the history of science communication, spanning 13 episodes covering everything from the origin of the universe, the emergence of life, to the future of humanity. Cosmos was more than a journey through space and time. It was a dialogue between science and the soul. Cosmos reached over 500 million viewers worldwide, becoming one of the most widely watched science programs in television history. But its greatest success wasn't in the numbers. It was in inspiring millions of young people to pursue science, expanding an entire generation's awareness of our role in the universe and reigniting a sense of awe for a world waiting to be. Discovered in one episode, Carl Sagan said, "We are made of star stuff. The nitrogen in our DNA, the calcium in our teeth, The iron in our blood doll were made in the interiors of collapsing stars. We are a way for the cosmos to know itself. Quote that touched millions. A gentle yet profound reminder that while we are small in the vast cosmos, we are not separate from it. Beyond being a scientist and cosmic narrator, Carl Sagan was a gifted writer, one who transformed the abstract ideas of astronomy, physics, and scientific philosophy into lyrical, accessible, and moving prose. Over his career, he wrote more than 20 popular science books, many of which became timeless treasures of knowledge, transcending the boundaries of time, space, and academia. For Sagan, writing wasn't just teaching, it was planting seeds of hope, awakening curiosity, and igniting the hunger to understand. Published after the success of the TV series, Cosmos wasn't merely a companion piece, it was a literary masterpiece. Across 400 pages, Sagan took readers on a journey through time, from Galileo and Newton to future space stations. He didn't just explain laws of physics or alien life. He wrote about the love of truth, the fear of ignorance, and the hope that a self-reflective civilization wouldn't destroy itself. The book became a global bestseller in 1981, translated into over 40 languages, and continues to be reprinted to this day, after witnessing the iconic pale blue dot photo taken by Voyager. One from 6 billion kilometers away, Sagan wrote one of his most profound and humanistic works, Dot in Pale Blue Dot. He reflected on humanity's fragile place in the cosmos, on the humbling smallness of our planet. But rather than invoking despair, Sagan used that smallness to inspire a call for responsibility, peace, and reverence for life. Every king and peasant, every creator and destroyer of civilization has lived on that mote of dust suspended in a sunbeam. That's home. That's us. Carl Sagan, Pale Blue Dot. As the information age dawned, Sagan saw a rising danger: blind belief, misinformation, superstition, and anti-science rhetoric even in advanced societies. The demon-haunted world, science as a candle in the dark, was his powerful, yet compassionate wake-up call. In the book, he urged everyone to become a baloney detector, equipped with critical thinking, healthy skepticism, and basic scientific literacy. It's not just a science book, it's a philosophical manifesto, affirming that science is the candle that lights up the darkness of ignorance, and that democracy can only thrive when its citizens can think for themselves. Contact. Sagan's only novel quickly became a classic in science fiction. The story centers on humanity's first contact with alien intelligence via a signal from the Vega star system. But rather than focusing on conflict or disaster, Sagan used the narrative to explore the tension between science and religion, belief and evidence, and the limits of human understanding. In 1997, Contact was adapted into a feature film starring Jodie Foster, blending thrilling entertainment with rare philosophical depth. Carl Sagan believed that science wasn't just a tool to explore the universe, it was the best method for separating truth from the fog of prejudice, superstition, and misinformation. He constantly emphasized the importance of critical thinking, the ability to question, to doubt reasonably, and to only accept what has strong evidence. One of his most famous quotes is, "Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence." In the demon-haunted world, Sagan warned of a world where people living in technologically advanced societies still fall into ancient beliefs, mystical cults, conspiracy theories, astrology, and pseudo-scientific scams. He didn't write to ridicule, but to teach people how to spot fallacies, manipulations, and flawed reasoning. In the book, he introduced a baloney detection kit, a set of tools, questions, and principles to help individuals protect themselves from nonsense. Sagan passed away on December 20th, 1996, at the age of 62, after a long battle with bone marrow cancer. His passing was a profound loss to the world of science and space enthusiasts everywhere. But the legacy he left continues to live on and spread to this day, Millions across the globe were introduced to science through Sagan's lectures, books, and especially the Cosmos series. He didn't just teach, he instilled in audiences a passion, reverence, and endless curiosity for the universe. More than 3 decades after his golden era, the name Carl Sagan still lives on in classrooms, libraries, film archives, and especially in the hearts of those who love the cosmos. PBS still airs Cosmos. Millions continue to read Pale Blue Dot, and his values critical thinking, global responsibility. The beauty of science remain guiding stars in modern education. Carl Sagan may be gone, but he left a universe inside us all.